SMMA is the best first business to start online. If you're new to the channel, you know that this is a massive belief that we have and something that we have seen prove out time after time after time after time. That being said, as with any business, I think that we can all agree that not everybody is going to be massively successful. In this world, there are winners and there are losers. I don't know about you, but I want to win. So what separates the 1%ers and the people that are massively successful with their agency from people that are just failures to launch? I consider Derek and myself to be lucky to be among some of the most successful social media marketers today. Here's the secret to our success. It has nothing to do with the best Facebook ad tactic, email subject line gimmick, or whatever else fly-by-night gurus are trying to pitch you day by day, trying to get you to buy their new course that they just launched after closing one client. It comes down to your foundation. Everything else will pass just as quickly as it comes up. If you want to build a business that's resilient, like ours, that actually grew during the global meltdown in 2020, there's no better business to start than an SMMA. Let's talk about how to actually do this right. 1% tip number 1. Tactics fade, principles stand the test of time. Let me know if this sounds familiar. You log into YouTube looking for some help or some more tips on your agency. Before you know it, you're 5 videos deep. Different gurus are telling you different things. Your head's spinning, and now you don't know where to start, and you may have even taken a step back from where you were before logging into YouTube. Person A is telling you about their new subject line trick that tricks people into opening emails. The next guy is talking about how he set 100 meetings in 1 week using some new secret technique, aside from the fact that you should never actually need 100 meetings in 1 single week. The next guy is talking about how he used a crystal ball and tarot cards to get leads on autopilot. Okay, obviously I'm joking here, but you get the idea. Over the last 8 years, it's been tempting for Derek and I to jump into the circus of SMMA gurus and to try some of these tactics, but this just goes against our core values. A lot of you might not know this, but prior to starting in the SMMA industry, Derek and I had very, very successful careers. We saw firsthand how actual resilient businesses are built and run, and that's what actually inspired us to start our own social media marketing agency and build it the right way. Because of this, to be honest, at times we've seen new agency owners make more in 1 single month than us, but they always come crashing down. They disappear just as quickly as they flared up. Trends are called trends for a reason. The backbone of social media is not built on trends. It's built upon a bedrock of technology and business needs that are going to be here as long as social media is here. 1% tip number 2. Don't get distracted from your core mission. Warren Buffett famously said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is very successful people say no to almost everything." There are too many ways to make money online to count. Just like every day there's a new tactic or a new hack to grow your SMMA, every day there's a new business model cropping up. The most successful business owners in the world are the most focused business owners in the world. In today's day and age filled with cheap dopamine, focus is a superpower. Look at Amazon. Jeff Bezos built the most successful business of all time based on one single thing: make customers happy and make them priority number 1. That one single value was enough to turn the entire retail industry on its head because it was the one thing that mattered to Amazon's value proposition. Once you get started with your agency, it can be tempting to do a million different things. You're gonna have a newfound skill set. You're gonna be able to run ads. You're gonna be able to grow revenue for businesses. Why not try drop shipping? All these take away from your focus. Mozart famously said, "The shorter way to do many things is to do one thing at a time." Alexander Graham Bell said, "Concentrate all your thoughts upon the work at hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus." If we actually want to shortcut our way to success, we need to dispense with distraction, shiny object syndrome, and focus on the one thing that our focus needs to be on: building our social media marketing agency and making it the best that it can possibly be. 1% tip number 3. The road to success is not going to be perfect. I don't know if you guys know who Jared Leto is, but he's kind of a weird dude. He's a famous actor, most recently playing the Joker. He's also the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars, which is like a disgustingly successful band. In short, he's one of the most successful creatives of our generation. He also has one of the most important quotes that I've ever heard for entrepreneurs. During an interview, he was asked, "What's the secret to your success?" When the interviewer was talking about how he was a famous actor, a famous musician, his answer was shockingly simple. He said, "The secret is you just have to last longer than everyone else." I think that there's a bit of a false narrative these days around entrepreneurship, and that people think it's just win after win after win after win. This just isn't the case. There's been days where both Derek and I thought about quitting. There were times when we first were getting started that clients paid us so late on invoices that were due that we weren't even sure if we were going to be able to make our own payroll. When we first quit our jobs, our agency was making significantly less than we were making at our day jobs, and definitely not enough to even cover our living expenses. It started to get really uncomfortable. When things get hard, that's the single biggest gift that the world can possibly give you, because that is your opportunity to grow. Entrepreneurship isn't just about stacking wins. It's about resilience. The most successful business owners in the world are the most resilient business owners in the world. When you first get started in SMMA and nobody's responding to your outreach, do more outreach. double down on it. When you hire your first person and they don't work out, try again. Keep investing in people, keep investing in new things. Eventually you'll find an absolute rock star for your team. When things don't seem to be working fast enough, work harder. Double down. Outlast yourself and outlast the competition. That is where the 1% of social media marketing agency owners separate themselves from the rest of the pack. That's it for this video. If you haven't already, make sure that you check out the SMMA Blueprint, the top-rated course on how to start, grow, and scale your own social media marketing agency in the description down below. And if you're looking for a video to watch after this one, make sure to check out this video on how to start a social media marketing agency as a total beginner.